Here, let's go and go with a NATO onto all this stuff. We're going to try and cycle back to something as soon as we possibly can. So here we go. So let's cycle a log right there. Let's go ahead and send in the rocket as soon as we can. Come on, those spear gums. Oh no, the spear gums. Hey guys, Legendaray here, and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. And today we are going to be pushing on the ladder, trying to reach that Grand Champion 6,300 trophies right there with our 3.0 Mortar Cycle Deck. Still loving Mortar Cycle on the ladder. It's actually so much fun to play. So without further ado, guys, let's just go ahead and hop into a match. Alright, so looks like this first match is going to be against a Chinese player from a Chinese clan. So good luck to this guy. And starting off this match, we do not actually have the tornado in our starting hand. So we're going to start splitting some bats in the back just to try and get that NATO in cycle. And now we do. Looks like it is our next card in rotation. So he's going to go with bats as well. And it looks like it's going to be a skeleton barrel deck. So he probably is going to be, just a skeleton barrel miners type deck. So anyways, here, we're going to go with an offensive mortar right there. And unfortunately, that mortar is actually going to be going down right there to that mortar. But let's just go ahead and go in with a knight on the back of that rascal right there, just to take care of the rascal girl first, and then take care of the rascal boy. And as you can see, taking 0 damage onto our towers. Let's go ahead and counter push as well with an ice spear and bats combination right there. Let's go ahead and get an activated king's tower as well. He's going to waste his snowball onto that ice spear right there, force out a defensive skeleton barrel. That's actually so good for us. Let's go with an offensive mortar right there, and then follow up with some archers right there. And it's actually going to let that mortar lock onto the tower right there, so looking really good for us. Let's go quickly log out the rascals right there. And ice spear as well. And let's see here, let's go with some bats as well. That'll DPS down that electro wizard right there, and that's gonna actually let our mortar lock onto the tower for at least one more hit, taking it down to below 3,000 HP. So definitely a really good start for us. And he's actually going to use his snowball onto that mortar push. So let's just actually go ahead and go in with another mortar, see what he has. And looks like he has a skeleton barrel. No login cycle, but no worries. We can just go ahead and tornado that skeleton back. That'll take 0 damage onto our mortar, and that mortar is still locked onto the tower, super healthy. And as we head closer and closer to double elixir time, things are looking really good for us right there. Tower's going all the way down, 1,600 HP. It's going to go even lower as well. And here, going into double elixir time, we're just going to go ahead and go with a knight in the back as we reach 10 elixir. And ooh, okay, it's going to be a peck attack, so that's going to kind of complicate things a little bit, but we should be just fine, especially since we have such a massive advantage going into double elixir time. So here, now let's see, he's going to go split rascals. Let's just go and rocket that out. Anything 5 elixir or more, we're going to go ahead and rocket out. So anyway, let's go with bats right there. That'll go ahead and, oh wow, he's going to go with an E-Wiz as well. So let's just quickly log that stuff right there. The mortar's going to take out that E-Wiz with that splash. And here he's probably going to go with miner on the archers. So let's go with a knight to predict that. There we go. Let's go ahead and NATO everything back right there. And let's go with an ice spear as well. We don't even need to defend those skeletons from that skeleton barrel because of that activated king's tower. And with 19 seconds left, all we have to do is place down a defensive mortar and then rocket log onto his tower. With 13 seconds left, nothing this guy can do. That P.E.K.K.A is not reaching that tower in the next 7 seconds. So let's go and NATO everything back right there. That is going to be GG. Ice Spirit down just to try and predict that miner, but at this point it's too late for him, and that's going to be a relatively comfortable first victory against a more P.E.K.K.A bait control type deck. Alright, hopping into this next match, we're gonna be against Shar-Har-Yar. Probably absolutely butchered that right there. Let's just go ahead and start off with a log right there. Again, we didn't have that NATO in cycle, but now it is our next card. So here we're just going to chill for a couple seconds. If he's not going to make the first move, I'm just going to go ahead and get the game started with an Ice Spear Bass push right there. And okay, he's going to go with a Prince. So, ooh, we do not like facing a Prince right there. Prince is actually so annoying just because we kind of lack distraction units for it. Because Prince is really good against, single units. Prince is really good against the Knight. Prince is really good against archers. We don't exactly have, swarm units to distract the Prince. So, Prince is definitely a really annoying card to face. But yeah, looks like he's gonna have a Mega Minion as well, so we're probably gonna be facing a giant double Prince deck or a giant Prince Miner control deck, just because Mega Minion's a card that you usually see in combination with the Prince as well as the Giant. So here he's going to use the Zap right there onto the Archers. Let's go ahead and cycle a Knight in the back. If he's not going to play his Giant, we're going to start off relatively passively. We're not going to play our Mortar either because, we really do not want, us to play that Mortar down, and he's just going to plop a Giant to block it in its face. So anyways, here, Knight will go ahead and take care of that Dark Prince right there. And actually the archer will help out as well. Let's just cycle a log as well, and ice spirit right there as well. Just, you know, playing relatively casually. We're not gonna give him any chance to, you know, just place a giant right in our face, but he's got an executioner as well, so that's actually gonna switch things up. Not exactly sure what he's using anymore. Still think he has giant, but it's definitely gonna be a relatively weird version of giant. So anyways, here, let's just go ahead and get an ice spirit down to take care of that executioner right there. And as we head in double extra time, as you can see, a really passive start. Not too much has happened at all at this point. And let's see here, as we reach 10 elixir, I'm thinking about just, you know, cycling some bats in the back of the tower. Again, he's not going to go with that giant, I'm not going to go in with my mortar. So here, knight in the back, archers as well, just to cycle real quick. And a Dark Prince right there. Again, we're just going to keep getting our log onto that tower right there. With this Mortar Cycle deck, you're going to try and get as much chip damage as you possibly can, because this deck is, as much as it is a cycle deck, it's also a chip type deck. So anyways here, Knight and Archers will defend that stuff right there. Again, log chipping onto the tower. And let's actually go with an offense. Oh my god, it's a P.E.K.K.A deck. That's actually, oh, okay, I do not like that at all. But anyways here, defensive mortar down right there. And let's see here, 22 seconds left until overtime. Let's just go in with some bats. Archers on the side right there. And let's go ahead and get a rocket onto all of that stuff right there. Unfortunately, we do miss that Mega Minion, but we should be fine. The tower will be able to DPS that down just in time. So here, let's go with the mortar down. He's identified his tank. Let's go with the tornado. He only has elixir for a prince, and there we go. Let's go with a knight right there to distract, and that is going to be a mortar lock onto the tower. Let's go, guys. And let's see here. Okay, this is actually going to be kind of difficult to protect that mortar right there. Let's go with an ice spear at least. Then let's go with a log right there. We're going to try and, you know, protect that mortar as much as we can. Mortar's going to take that tower down to below 2,000 HP, so definitely a pretty good push right there. And here, let's go with a knight right there. Let's try and get a King's Tower activation. I don't know how well it's going to work. It's not going to work. So here, let's go with some archers right there. We're going to have to tank one shot from that Dark Prince, and it also helped DPS down that Mega Minion. So here, let's go with a log onto that stuff right there. Let's go with a knight to tank bats in the back. That'll stop that executioner from taking it out. And there we go, relatively successful defense. That Prince better not get a hit onto a tower. Okay, that was a little too close for comfort. But here, let's just go with a mortar right there, keeping in mind that that is an anti-fireball position, so he is not able to get too much value on us. So here, archers in the back right there to get ready to defend. Let's go with a log right there to reset the charge. Tornado, everything back right there. And let's see here. Let's go with a knight on the other side right there. Let's go with the ice spear to tank for the Dark Prince's charge. Bats as well to stop that tower from taking too much damage. Archers in the center. Pull things from both lanes right there. And let's actually go with an offensive mortar and then a knight to tank for that prince right there. Here, let's go with an ice spirit. That'll tank for that Dark Prince. Follow with some bats as well. Let's go ahead and let's see. That mortar's going to take the tower down to 1394. Just one more hit. Come on, let's go. Taking that tower down to 1073. And if that tower is down to about 1000 HP, that means it's time to spell cycle, but not with the rocket, instead with the log. As you can see right now, we're just gonna, you know, try and cycle to our logs and take that tower down from 1000 HP down to rocket range. So yeah, let's just go ahead and put a knight right there, cycle to our log, and then get another log onto that tower. You're kind of seeing what we're doing here. You know, just cycling our logs as fast as we can onto the tower to take it down to spell range. Really easy way to win, but you know what? It's a way to win, so I don't care if it's comebacky or not. So there we go. Tower is down to 704. That is just one rocket and one log away. So let's go with archers right there. Try and cycle back to our log as fast as we can. So there we go. Log is our next card. So let's go ahead and send in that rocket. Send in the log as soon as we can. And that's going to be GG right there. As you can see, really long and windy matchup against a double Prince P.E.K.K.A deck. But as you can see, we were still able to take the win. He had so many tanks in that deck. But as you can see, by playing smart, we were able to overcome it. Alright, so hopping into hopefully this last match, we're going to be against AIM from the clan Divine Saga. So good luck to this guy. And starting off this match, we do have the tornado in our starting hand. So we're going to kind of see if he makes the first move in here. Okay, he's going to be smart, play it in the anti-tornadoing position right there. But let's just go ahead and go with a knight right there. That'll go ahead and try and DPS it down as much as possible. He's going to go with a prince. So let's just go rocket out onto that tower. Miner and prince, not exactly a good matchup. Again, like I said earlier, Prince, not a good deck to face. And here, let's go with archers in the back. Ooh, we kind of placed it too far back. Those spear goblins actually got a ton of damage onto our tower. But anyways, here he's gonna go with snowball as well. But the ice spirit will get some chip damage onto his tower, which is really nice. So anyways, Okay, Miner and Prince. Okay, he's gonna go with some bats right there. So looks like it's gonna be a Miner control deck. So anyways, let's go with, oh no, he's still gonna place the Miner in that anti-tornado position. Really well played. Let's just go ahead and go with that Knight right there, and then another offensive Mortar. He's gonna go with a Prince right there, but hopefully it'll walk into the blind range. I don't know if it will, but anyways, let's go with Archers right there. Looks like it will walk into the blind range, so that Mortar's probably gonna get one hit onto the tower. There we go. Let's go log out onto that Prince right there, and then go with an Ice Spear just to tank for some hits. He's gonna go with another Snowball just to cycle and hopefully predict some bats, but it did not work for him. But still, relatively close match right here. We're both at about 2300 HP. So let's see here. So I'm going to go with another Miner as soon as he reaches 10 elixir. So we're just going to go and predict it in that anti-Miner position. And there we go. And let's go and follow up with another Mortar right there. As you can see, every time we defend that Miner, we're going to go in with another Mortar. Just kind of rinsing and repeating right there. So anyways, here, Mortar's going to get another lock onto the tower because that Prince walks into the blind range. Let's go with Archers right there to tank for all of that stuff right there. And then we're going to go ahead and have to get a log right there onto all this stuff on defense, unfortunately. And he's going to actually take the tower down to 2234. As you can see, this is just a really close matchup. Miner control is one of the toughest matchups for Siege, especially if you're going same lane, you know, just because he can poison onto all that stuff. So here he's actually gonna let us activate the King's Tower for once. So there we go. Thank you very much. And here let's go with, oh, he's gonna go with the Prince right there. So let's just focus on defending. So let's go with Archers right there. Bats onto all of this stuff, and let's go with a log onto all of this as well. So here let's go with a Mortar right there on offense, sorry. Let's go with a Knight onto the Barb Barrel. Let's go with an Ice Spear onto that Miner, and then some bats as well to try and DPS that down as soon as possible. Mortar's gonna get 2 hits onto the tower, taking down to 1378, and that is 2 rockets until the tower is down. So here let's go with a log right there. Unfortunately, oh no, we actually take one too many Spirit Golem hits right there, and this is actually going to be a super close match right there. 13 seconds left. His tower is just 1 rocket away, but our tower is so close to going down. Here, let's go ahead and go with a NATO onto all this stuff. We're going to try and cycle back to something as soon as we possibly can. So here we go. So let's cycle a log right there. Let's go ahead and send in the rocket as soon as we can. Come on, those Spirit Golems. Oh no, the Spirit Golems and the Miner. Oh no, and oh my god, we just barely got away with that win right there. Let's go. Super duper happy, pushing up to 6,300 trophies against one of the hardest matchups, Miner control, and just a super duper clutch victory to wrap up this episode. So GG right there. I mean, just go and take a look at our battle log right there. Super duper crazy you know, pushing session right here. We got some pretty difficult matchups right there lined up, but yeah, let's really quickly just open up our crown chest as well as a couple of chests on our trophy road. Lightning chest right there. And yeah, really happy to get the win. As you can see, Mortar Cycle still very effective and able to overcome a ton of hard matchups just because we actually have the rocket and not many people are ready to face that. So there we go, guys. That's all I got time for in today's episode. If you enjoyed, please leave a like down below as well as a subscription to my channel. And as always, this is Legendaray, and I'm signing off. See you guys next time.